This is going to be a quick video talking about the sectors of economy that are necessary for you to know in national five business and higher business management. Three sectors of the economy, as you can see: the private sector, public sector, and third sector. When we're talking about sectors of economy, we break them down, we break our descriptions down into four parts. That is ownership, control, financing, and aims. So who owns the business, who gets to make the big decisions in terms of control, where does their money come from, and then what is it they're looking to do. The private sector, probably the businesses you guys will be most familiar with: Apple, McDonald's, Nike, Starbucks. All of these are examples of private sector businesses. They're owned by private individuals. They're not related to the government. They're private individuals who own these businesses. And the people that own the business get to appoint a board of directors, and that board of directors is in control of the business. They get to make all the big decisions about how that business operates. Generally, private businesses are financed maybe by taking loans from a bank, maybe by selling shares and selling some of the ownership in their business to other people, or by retained earnings, so profits they've made in the previous year that they're going to keep in the business to continue to expand. Some of the aims of a private business: the main one is to make profit. They want to make money. They may also want to grow and expand and get bigger or capture some market share, but the main aim would be focused around profit. Public sector, you will have used these businesses as well. The NHS and the police are great examples of some public sector businesses. These are owned by the government and also controlled by the government. So the government owns these businesses as well as gets to make all the big decisions around public sector businesses. They're financed by taxes. So they may come out, there may be income tax that comes out of salaries each month. It may be corporation tax that businesses pay from their profits. It could be value added tax, lots of different taxes. That money goes to the government and is used to fund things such as the NHS and the police. Finally, the aims of a public sector business is just to provide that service. So it's just to provide healthcare. It's just to provide protection. Moving on, finally, is the third sector, also known as a voluntary sector. And this is kind of focused on charities. Owned by private individuals still. However, it's controlled by a board of trustees. So a board of trustees is appointed and they get to, again, make all these big decisions around how the charity operates. Financed by donations. So you may donate monthly to a charity. It may be that you go into the stores that they have and buy their products which were donated, which gives them a little bit of money to continue to support the cause. And that's the aim of a charity, is they're aiming to support a cause. So yeah, make sure that when these are being defined, you're thinking about each sector of economy in terms of ownership, control, finance, and aims. Private sector, owned by private individuals, controlled by a board of directors, financed by things like loans and share capital, and finally, aiming to make a profit. Public sector, owned and controlled by the government, financed by taxes, aims to just provide essential services. And then finally, the third sector, or charities, owned by private individuals, controlled by a board of trustees, financed by donations, and they aim to support a cause.